Cheto darpanamarjanam bhavamaha davagni nirvapanam Shreyah kairava chandrika vitaranam vidyavadhu jivanam Anandam buddhivardhanaika Anandam buddhivardhanam pratipadam Purnamrita swadanam Sarvatma snapanam param vijayate Shri Krishna Sankirtanam Helodhulita Kedaya Vishadaya Purnila Damodaya Samyak Shastra Vivadaya Rasadaya Chittarpiton Madaya Shashwat Bhakti Vinodaya Samadaya Madhurya Maryadaya Shri Chaitanya Dayanidhe Tavadaya Bhuyadamandodaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Deving Saraswating Vyasam Tato Jayam Udirayet. So we're continuing with the Mahabharata Vanasandhi Parva, chapter 713, part 50. Dhritarashtra said, all the ones that you have named possess great enterprise, but Bhima alone is equal to all of them together. O son, the angry and intolerant Bhimasena creates as great a fear in me as that of a great Ruru deer at the sight of a tiger. I am awake throughout the night, letting out deep and warm sighs. O son, I am as terrified of Vrikodara as a weak animal is of a lion. This mighty armed one is Shakra's equal in his energy. I do not see anyone in this army who can withstand him in battle. That intolerant son of Kunti and Pandu is firm in his enmity. He does not smile, even in jest. He is mad. He has a sidelong glance. He has a loud voice. He is great in his speed. He is great in his enterprise. He has mighty arms. He is immensely strong. He will destroy my wicked sons in battle. Vrikodara is a bull in the Kuru lineage. When he brandishes his club in battle, like the god of death wielding his staff, the thighs of the enemies give way. I can see that terrible club in my mind's eye, made of steel and burnished with gold, like Brahma's upraised staff, like a strong lion wandering around among herds of deer. Bhima will roam around amidst my forces. He is a ferocious eater and intolerant. His valor is cruel. Ever since his childhood alone, he has exhibited violence towards my sons. My heart was upset when during childhood Duryodhana and the others were oppressed by him like a fighting elephant. My sons have always been oppressed by his valor. Bhima, terrible in valor, has been the cause of dissension. I can see Bhima before me in the field of battle, senseless in rage and devouring arrays of men, elephants, and horses. He is the equal of Drona and Arjuna in weapons. His speed is equal to the wind. O Sanjaya, tell me about the brave and intolerant Bhimasena. I think it was a great gain that this intelligent one, the destroyer of enemies, did not kill all my sons at that time. Through his terrible strength, He has slaughtered yakshas and rakshasas earlier. Which man can withstand his force in battle? O Sanjaya, even as a child, he was never under my control. How can the Pandava be under my control when my evil sons have made him suffer? He is cruel. Because of that cruelty, he will break, but he will not bend. He has a sidelong glance. His brows are furrowed. How can Vrikodara be pacified? His shoulders are wide. He is irresistible. He is fair and as tall as a palm tree. In height, Bhimasena is a Pradesha. Footnote: the distance between an outstretched thumb and a forefinger. Taller than Arjuna. He surpasses horses in speed. He surpasses elephants in strength. He has a rumble in his voice. The medium Pandava is strong and has eyes that have the complexion of honey. I have earlier heard from the mouth of Vyasa that the Pandava was like that in front and strength. Sorry, that the Pandava was like that in form and strength, even when he was a child. Bhima is supreme among warriors. Enraged in battle, he will use his iron club to destroy chariots, elephants, horses, and men. He is always intolerant, angry, fearsome. His valor is cruel, O son. Because he has acted against my wishes, he has been insulted earlier. That iron club is heavy and decorated with gold. It has excellent sides and excellent rings. It is capable of killing 100. When it is swung with 100 roars, how will my sons bear it? The ocean known as Bhimasena has no shores. It cannot be crossed and is unfathomable. It is impenetrable. It has the arrows as its waves. O son, only fools can seek to cross it. Those children think themselves to be learned who do not heed my words. Seeing only the honey, they do not think of the fall that will come. They wish to fight against a wind in the form of a man. The Creator controls them like great deer by a lion. O son, the club is made of steel. It is 4 cubits long and has 6 sides. It is infinitely energetic. It is terrible to the touch. When it is flung, how will my sons withstand it? He will whirl it around and smash the heads of elephants. He will lick the corners of his mouth and repeatedly shed tears of rage. He will utter a terrible roar when he counters the elephants that attack him. He will roar back at those mad and descending elephants. He will penetrate the paths followed by chariots and destroy the best soldiers. He will blaze like fire. Which of my sons will escape? The mighty armed one will carve out a path by driving back my army. He will seem to be dancing with a club in his hand, as if displaying the end of the era. He will be like a rutting elephant that destroys trees in blossom. In battle, Vrikodara will rout the soldiers of my sons. He will rob chariots of their men and pennants. He will shatter the drums. That tiger among men will dislodge charioteers and riders like the torrents of the Ganga, flooding the bank and uprooting many trees. O Sanjaya, he will destroy the great army of my sons. O Sanjaya, oppressed by Bhimasena's strength, my sons, their servants, and the kings will come under his power. With Vasudeva at his side, at his aid, it was he who penetrated the inner quarters of the immensely valorous King Jarasandha and killed him. This entire goddess earth had been conquered by the strong and intelligent Jarasandha, the Indra of Magadha, who then oppressed her. Because of Bhishma's prowess, the Kurus and the Andakas and the Brishnis, because of their policies, did not come under his sway. Perhaps it was destined that way. With the strength of his arms, Pandu's son swiftly went there. Without any weapons, the brave one killed him. What can be greater than that? He is like a snake that has accumulated its poison for a long time. O Sanjaya, in battle he will release that energy against my sons. With the club in his hand, Bhimasena will kill my sons, like the great Indra, supreme among the gods, once killed the Danavas with the Vajra. I can see the irresistible and inevitable Vikodara, fierce in speed and valor. His eyes are more red than copper, and he will descend. Who can stand in front of that man, even if he fights with his bare arms, without a club, without a bow, without a chariot, and without armor? Bhishma, the Brahmana Drona, and Sharatwat's son Kripa know about the valor of that intelligent one, just as I do. Knowing the vow of Aryas and unwilling to break their agreements, those bulls among men will establish themselves at the forefront of my army. Destiny is always powerful, especially over men. I can see them triumph. But I cannot restrain my sons. Those great archers will station themselves on the ancient path followed by Indra. They will give up their lives in the turmoil and protect their fame on earth. O son, the Pandavas are to them just as my sons are. They are Bhishma's grandsons and the pupils of Drona and Kripa. O Sanjaya, because they are Aryas, these three great aged men will certainly repay whatever refuge and gifts we have offered them. When a Brahmana takes up weapons and wishes to follow the dharma of Kshatriyas, it is said that death is the supreme objective. However, I grieve for all those who wish to fight with the Pandavas. The danger foretold by Vidura at the beginning has now arrived. O Sanjaya, I do not think that knowledge can counter misery. Instead, when sorrow is excessive, it overwhelms knowledge. Even free rishis who watch over the travails of the world rejoice at its happiness and sorrow over its unhappiness. Why should I not be affected? I am 1,000 times more attached to my sons, my kingdom, my wife, my grandsons, and my relatives. I have great doubts about whether I will see supreme peace in the future. I think and see the destruction of the Kurus. This great destruction of the Kurus seems to have started with the game of dice. This evil act was performed by that wicked one out of greed and desire for prosperity. I think that this is the dharma of time, which extends beyond the end. Everyone is affixed like a rim to a wheel, and no one is capable of running away. O Sanjaya, what can I do? How can I do it? Where will I go? Because they have come under the clutches of time, the wicked Kurus will be destroyed. O son, I am helpless before the destruction of 100 of my sons. I can hear the lamentations of the women. How is death going to touch me? Like a blazing fire during summer is urged by the wind and burns the dead wood. The Pandava will wield the club in his hand, and assailed by Arjuna will slay my own. 714:51. Dhritarashtra said. We have never heard false words from him. He has Dhananjaya as his warrior and can rule over the three worlds. Even though I think about it continually, I do not see any charioteer who can counter the wielder of the Gandiva in battle. He will shoot shafted and hollow arrows that will traverse their paths and penetrate the heart. There is no one who can counter the wielder of the Gandiva in battle. Drona and Karna are brave bulls among men. They may be able to withstand him because of their greatness, but there is no doubt that I will not have victory in this world. Karna is compassionate, but he is rash. The preceptor is senior and aged. The powerful Partha wields a firm bow and has conquered all exhaustion. He is capable of countering them, and there will be a terrible battle with both sides undefeated. All of them are warriors who are knowledgeable about weapons, and all of them have attained great fame. They may possess the riches of all the gods, but they will not obtain victory. There can certainly be peace if both of them are killed, or if Falguna is, but Arjuna's defeat will not happen, nor is there anyone who can kill him. How can his rage, which has risen against the wicked ones, be pacified? There are others who know about weapons. They conquer and are conquered, but it has been heard that Falguna only has victory as the outcome. He challenged the 33 gods and satisfied Agni in Khandava. He defeated all the gods. I know of no instance of his defeat. His charioteer is Hrishikesha, who is the equal in character and conduct. O son, his victory is certain, just as Indra's victory is. We have heard that 3 forces have come together on a single chariot now, the 2 Krishnas and the stringed Gandiva bow. There is no bow like that, nor a warrior or charioteer. But the wicked ones who follow Duryodhana do not know this. O Sanjaya, O son, when the blazing thunderbolt descends on the head, it may leave a residue, but the arrows released by Kiriti leave no remnant. I can already see Falguna blazing forth. He severs the heads from the trunks with the shower of arrows. The energy of his arrows radiates in all the directions. Ignited by Gandiva, they burn down the armies of my sons. They are terrified at the roar of Sabyasachi's chariot. I can see the large army of the Bharatas tremble and flee. Like a large fire burns down dead wood and grows and spreads everywhere with large flames fanned by the wind. He will consume those who are mine. In battle, the assassin Kiriti will release a large number of sharp arrows. He will be like death, who robs everything and has been ordained by the Creator to slaughter everything. I see and hear of many kinds of omens in the abode of the Kurus and around them. Before the start of war, destruction certainly confronts the Bharatas. Jai Sri Krishna.
Jai Shri Krishna. I mean, goodness gracious, he's so neurotically freaked out, isn't he, Dhritarashtra? It's just unbelievable. He's just dreading. It's all coming down, man. It's a great. So is Kanai speaking next?
See if he's there.
Doesn't sound
I think
like
he was there. He did go out and come back again, so he's probably there. Give him a minute, or Dina can take over.
You can.
Oh, he's there now.
Can I read next or last, please?
All right.
Oh, you're going to read now. I
Yeah.
can read now. I can read
Oh, of
now.
course, yeah. Well, we're on chapter 715, part 52.
Okay, 1 second. Let me just get set up. I was listening. Which page?
It's page 318.
God, we're along, aren't we?
Mm,
318. 71552. Is that the one?
correct.
Okay. Let me just do this quickly. I'll just give me a tick. Okay. So continuing this incredible epic, everyone's getting tensed up, the atmosphere's brewing. And Dhritarashtra, can you imagine? It's all on his head. A lot of it is. Dhritarashtra said, this is 71552. Dhritarashtra said, all the Pandavas are brave and desire victory. Their followers have also resolved to give up their lives and have set their sights on victory. You yourself have spoken about those mighty enemies of mine, the Panchalas, the Kikayas, the Matsyas, the Magadhas, and the kings of Vata. There's also the powerful one who, if he so wishes, can subjugate all the worlds together with Indra. Krishna is supreme in the universe. And he's also set on victory for the Pandavas. Satyaki swiftly obtained all knowledge from Arjuna. She and his son will be stationed in the field of battle and will shower arrows like seeds. Dhristadyumna of Panchala is a Mahabharata and is the performer of cruel deeds. He is strong in the knowledge of supreme weapons and will fight my armies in the war. O son, great fear is generated in me from Yudhisthira's anger, Arjuna's valor, and the twins and Bhimashena. Those Indras among men will cast out a superhuman net over my soldiers. O Sanjaya, that is the reason I am lamenting. Pandu's son is handsome and intelligent. He possesses the signs of prosperity and the radiance of Brahmanas. He is wise and his insight is excellent. He has Dharma in his soul. He is surrounded by excellent friends and advisors and has horses to yoke and those who will yoke them. His brothers, law, and sons are Maharatas. The Pandava, a tiger among men, possesses fortitude and can maintain secrecy. He is non-violent, generous and modest, and truth is his valour. He is extremely learned and has perfected his soul. He serves the ages and has conquered his senses. He has all the qualities. Which wicked one will burn himself by descending into that kindled fire like an insect? One with stupid intelligence is certain to die if he doesn't avoid the Pandava's fire. The king is like a tall and thin flame with the complexion of pure gold. He will bring about the destruction of my wicked sons in battle. I think that is the best not to fight. Oh, Kurus, listen to me. If there is a war, it is certain that the entire lineage will be destroyed. This is to This is supreme peace, and it will pacify my mind. If you do not wish for war, let us try for peace. If you try for this, Yudhisthira will not ignore you. He abhors Dharma and blames me as having been. 71653, Sanjaya said, continuing, O great king, O descendant of the Bharata lineage, it is exactly as you've said. It can be seen that Gandiva will destroy the Kshatriyas in battle. You have always been wise, but I do not know how, despite knowing the spirit of Sabyasachi, you have allowed yourself to be controlled by your sons. O great king, there is no time now. O bull among the Bharata lineage, right from the beginning, you yourself have always maltreated the Bharatas. A father who guides with his heart is always the best well-wisher. He should practice what is beneficial. One who disregards this cannot be called a superior. O great king, when you heard that they had been defeated at the game of dice, you laughed like a child and exclaimed, "We have won, we have gained." When harsh words were addressed towards the Parters earlier, you ignored them. Though you knew that they had conquered the kingdom for themselves, you did not foresee your own downfall. O great king, only the ancestral kingdom and Kuru Jungla are yours. It was only later that you obtained the entire earth when those brave ones conquered it. The Parters won the earth with the valor of their arms and handed it over to you, O supreme among kings. But you think that you obtained it yourself, O supreme among kings, when your sons were grasped by the king of the Gandharvas and were drowning in a sea without bows. It was the Parters who brought them back. O king, you laugh like a child when the Pandavas were deceitfully defeated in the game of dice and had to repeatedly roam around in the forest. When Arjuna showers his many sharp arrows, even the oceans dry up, not to speak of those who are born from flesh. Falgun is the best among archers. Gandiva is supreme among bows. Keshava among all beings. Sudarshan among all chakras. Among all standards, the standard that bears the monkey is supreme. The one with the white steeds will bear these on his chariot in the field of battle and destroy us. O king, he will fling us away like the upraised wheel of time. O king, O bull among the Bharata lineage, the entire earth now belongs to him. O supreme among kings, he who has Bhima and Arjuna as his warriors is the king. Attacked by Bhima, your army will be almost submerged. With Duryodhana at the forefront, the Kauravas will see this and confront destruction. O great king, your sons and the kings who follow them will be oppressed by fear of Bhima. O Lord, they will not be victorious. The Machas no longer revere you, nor do the Panchalas and the Kekayas. All the Shalvayas and the Shushra Senas hate you and have gone over to the Parters, knowing the valor of that intelligent one. They are united with Dharma and do not deserve to be killed or injured. That evil man, together with his followers, must be restrained in every way. O great king, you should not grieve over your son. At the time of the game of the dice, I told you, and so did the intelligent Vidura. O descendant of the Bharata lineage, O Indra among kings, all your lamentations about the Pandavas, as if you were capable, are pointless. 71754, Duryodhana said. Duryodhana said, okay. O great king, do not be frightened, do not sorrow on our account. O king, O lord, we are capable of defeating our enemies in war. When the Parters were exiled to the forest, Madhusudana went to them with a large army that had subjugated the kingdoms of enemies. The Kakayas, Dristra, Ketu, Parshata, Drishtadyumna, and many other kings followed the Parters. The Maharajas assembled not far away from Indraprastha. Having assembled together, they censured you together with the Kurus. Yudhisthira was near them, seated on an antelope skin. O descendant of the Bharata lineage, with Kesha at the forefront, they showed him homage. The king said that he should act so as to take back the kingdom. They decide to uproot you, together with your followers, O king, O bull among the Mahabharata lineage. When I heard this, I was scared that my relatives would be destroyed, and told Bhishma, Drona, and Kripa then. It is my view that the Pandavas will stick to the time they have agreed to. Vasudeva desires that we should be completely exterminated. It is my view that, with the exception of Vidura, all of you great-souled ones will be slain. Dhritarashtra is knowledgeable about Dharma. That supreme among Kurus cannot be slain. O father, having uprooted all of us entirely, Janardana wishes to hand over the entire kingdom of the Kurus to Yudhishthira. Has the time come for submission and running away? Will we fight against the enemy and give up our lives? If we fight against them, defeat will certainly be ours, because all the lords of the earth are under Yudhishthira's suzerainty. The kingdom is dissatisfied with us, and all our friends are enraged. We are being censured by all the kings and all our relatives. There is no taint in submitting to our relatives for an eternal period. But I grieve for my father. He is a lord of men and has... Who's speaking? I thought this was...
Duryodhana speaking in
Yeah,
his
that's what I
room.
thought. It sounds I got a bit confused here. Oh, so, okay. Duryodhana, O supreme among men, you have always known from this from earlier times, driven by enmity and revenge, the Mahabharata Pandavas will exterminate the king, the lineage of King Dhritarashtra, and his advisors. O descendant of the Bharata lineage, at that, on seeing that, I was extremely worried and my senses tortured. Drona, Bhishma, Kripa, and Drona's son replied, O scorcher of enemies, there is nothing to fear if we are attacked by others, O Lord of men. The others are not capable of vanquishing us in battle. Each one of us is alone capable of vanquishing all the lords of the earth. Let them advance. We will demolish their pride with sharp arrows. O descendant of the Bharata lineage, in earlier times, when his father had died, the angry Bharat had defeated all the lords of the earth alone on a single chariot. Enraged by the best of the Kuru lineage, Enraged, the best of the Kuru lineage had killed many of them, and terrified, they sought refuge with Debrata. When supported by us in battle, Bhishma is alone capable of defeating the enemy. O bull among the Bharata lineage, therefore give up your fear. At that time, this was the determination of those infinitely energetic ones. There's quite a lot still to read. Are you nearly ready, or Dina? Because I don't know what I don't think I could want to go to the end of this chapter. Anybody here there?
Just finish it, Mathura.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Quite long. I can. Okay. I need a sip of something.
At least we know where we are. We all are. Then.
Okay. Okay. Hurry on. I'll read this again. When supported by us in battle, Bhishma is alone capable of defeating the enemy. O bull among the Bharata lineage, therefore give up your fear. At that time, this was the determination of these infinitely energetic ones. In earlier times, the entire earth was under the control of the enemies. They are now incapable of defeating us in battle. The enemies have lost their allies, and the Pandavas have lost their valour. O bull among the Bharata lineage, the earth is now under our subjugation. The kings have joined us in happiness and in grief. O scorcher of enemies, for my sake, all the kings are prepared to enter the fire and the ocean. O supreme among the Kuru lineage, you should know this. They are laughing at you because of your grief and your many terrified lamentations when you praise the enemy, thinking you to be mad. Each of these kings is alone capable of countering the Pandavas. Each one thinks that to be true of himself. Dispel your fear. Even Vasudha is incapable of vanquishing our entire army. It cannot be destroyed even by Brahma, the one who created himself. O Lord, Yudhishthira is frightened, my army and my prowess. Earlier, he only asked for 5 villages. You think Kunti's son, Bricrodra, to be capable? But that has no basis. O descendants of the Bharata lineage, you do not know my prowess. There is no one on earth who has my match in fighting with the club. There has never been an equal, and there never will be one. Never be one. I undertook a lot of hardships to reach these shores of learning. Therefore, I have nothing to fear from Bhima or anyone else. O fortunate one, when I studied under him, Sankarshan said, it is certain that there is no one who is equal to Duryodhana in wielding the club. I am Sankarshan's equal in battle and in might. I am his superior on earth. Bhima will not be able to withstand the blows of my club in battle. O king, with one angry, severe, and swift blow, I will dispatch Bhima to Vaibhashvata's domain. O king, I wish to see Brikroda with the club in his hand. This has been my wish and desire of my heart for a very long time. Slain by my club, Parton Recroder will fall down lifeless on the ground, with his body shattered. Struck by the force of my club, even the Himalayan mountains will shatter into 100,000 pieces. He knows it, and so do Vasudeva and Arjuna. There is no one equal to Duryodhana in fighting with a club. Therefore, shed your fear of Recroder in this great battle. O king, I will kill him. Do not be distracted. O bull among the Bharata lineage, after he has been slain by me, many charioteers who are Arjuna's equal or superior will swiftly overpower him. O descendant of the Bharata lineage, Bhishma, Drona, Kripa, Drona's son, Karna, Bhurishrava, the lord of Pragyotisha, Shalya, Jayadratha, the king of Sindhu, each of them is alone capable of killing the Pandavas. They will swiftly dispatch them to Yama's abode. Why should the soldiers of all the kings be unable to defeat Bharata Dhananjaya alone? This is not that is not reasonable. Hundreds and thousands of arrows showered by Bhishma, Drona, Drona's son, and Kripa will dispatch Bharata to Yama's abode. O descendant of the Bharata lineage, the grandfather was born from Ganga, and Shantanu is like a brahmachari, difficult for even the gods to overcome. His father was pleased and told him, "You will not die unless you wish to do so." Story certainly just coming. Drona was born in a wooden vessel from the Brahmarshi Bharadvaja. O great king, Drona's son, supremely skillful in the use of weapons, has been born from Drona. Kripa is foremost among preceptors and was born through the Maharishi Gautama in a clump of reeds. I think that this illustrious one, sorry, I think this illustrious one cannot be killed. I am actually finding, oh, okay, I'll try and finish. Okay, sorry. These three, Ashwatthama's father, mother, and maternal uncle, were not born from human wombs. O great king, that brave one is also on my side. O great king, all these Maharajas are the equal of the gods. O bull among the Bharata lineage, in a battle, they can even oppress Chakra. In my view, Karna is the equal of Bhima. Bhishma, Drona and Kripa, O descendant of the Bharata lineage, Rama, who has told him that he is his equal. Rama, Parshuram has told him that he is his equal. Karna possessed beautiful and radiant earrings that he was born with. The great Indra obtained these from the scorcher of enemies for the sake of Shachi. O great king, he obtained a supreme, terrible, and infallible spear in return. When struck by that spear, how can one of Dhananjaya survive? O king, my victory is certain. like a fruit in my land. The complex defeat of our enemies on earth is certain. Sorry. O descendant of the Bharata lineage, on a single day, Bhishma alone can kill 10,000. Drona's son, and Creeper are great archers who are his equal. O scorcher of enemies, the land of the Shamshapakla Kshatriyas has resolved Arjuna will kill us or we will kill Dhananjaya. O Lord, the kings think that they are capable of killing Sabyasachi. O King, sorry, yeah. O King, why do you then suffer from this grief? O descendant of the Bharata lineage, when Bhishma has been killed, which of the others will continue to fight? O scorcher of enemies, if you know of anyone amongst the enemy, tell me about him. There are the five brothers, Drishdyumna and Satyaki, O king. These seven warriors are the prime strength of the army, O lord of the earth. But our superior ones are Bhishma, Drona, Kripa, and the elders, Drona's son, Karna, Somadatta, Bahlika, and the king of Pragyotisha, Shalya, the king of Asan, Jayadratha, Dushashana, Shala, Buddhisvara, and your son Vikarna. O king, I have assembled 11 Akshahinis. With seven, the enemy has fewer. How can there, sorry, how can there be to defeat? I can read that again because O king, I've assembled 11 Aksohinis. With seven, the enemy has fewer. How can there be defeat? Brihaspati has said that an army that is weaker by 1/3 can be fought. O king, my soldiers outnumber the enemy by 1/3. O descendant of the Bharata lineage, I've seen that the enemy lacks in many qualities. O Lord of the earth, I see that we possess many qualities. O descendant of the Bharata lineage, knowing that the superiority of our army and the inferiority of the Pandavas, you should not be prey to this confusion. Just coming to the end of this. Vaishampayana said, O descendant of the Bharata lineage, having spoken thus, that destroyer of enemy cities questioned Sanjaya again, because he wished to know about what was appropriate for the time. That ends that section. Over to one of you, can I?
Yeah,
You there?
yeah.
Okay, great.
What page?
2326.
326.
Yeah, 718. Duryodhana said.
What is the setting here? Because there's been a lot of speeches and feel a bit lost.
Well, it's everyone's talking about it because it's like it's building up and it's just like the inevitable's coming and they're all kind of in denial and whatever they're regurgitating all the stuff and calculating and Dhritarashtra's freaked out and they're regretting and lamenting and that's what's going on.
It's after Sanjaya has come back from an embassy to the Pandavas,
Yeah.
and so he's received the news, and so Dhritarashtra is very much concerned about what's going to happen. So they're having this discussion in the assembly. So Dhritarashtra was talking a lot to Sanjaya and Vidura. Now Duryodhana has been responding now, and so
Mm.
Duryodhana is going to be continuing.
Okay. Let's
Una,
pick
what
which chapter? Chapter 718.
Yes,
718, yeah, 718. And
Huh?
Arjuna, that letter that Sanjaya brought, Arjuna telling them what he's going to do. I mean, that was just so. I mean, that's what's freaked out Dhritarashtra. It's the letter from Arjuna and everybody. It's just like, phew, It's just like that. They can't escape inevitable fate. Anyway, off you go, please, Hare Krishna.
Okay. Chapter 718, Episode 55. Duryodhana said, O Sanjaya, Kaunteya Yudhishthira has obtained 7 Akshohinis, together with the kings. What does he plan to do in preparation for the war? Sanjaya replied, O king, in great happiness Yudhishthira is preparing for the war. Bhimasen, Arjuna, and the twins are not scared. Bibatsu Konteya has yoked his divine chariot and, invoking mantras, is radiating in all the directions. We have seen him ready, like a cloud tinged with lightning. After invoking the mantras, he happily told me, O Sanjaya, behold the portents, we will be victorious. Bibatsu told me this, and I also saw this to be true. Duryodhana said, You happily praised the Parthas who were defeated in the game of dice. Tell me, what kind of chariot does Arjuna possess? What is the nature of his standard? Sanjaya replied, O Lord of the earth, O Lord, together with Shakra, Tvashta, and the Creator, Bovana thought of and created many beautiful things. Footnote. Bovana or Bomana is Vishvakarma, the architect of the gods. Tvashta or Tvashtra is also Vishvakarma, but is mentioned here separately. End of footnote. With their celestial Maya, they created many beautiful forms for the standard, extremely expensive, celestial, heavy, and light. In all directions, sideways and upwards, his standard is 1 yojana long. 'Tis not entangled, even if it is surrounded by trees. Such is the Maya that Bovana has created. Shakra's bow sparkles in the sky in many hues, and we do not know what it is. In the footnotes it says that's the rainbow. Such is the standard that Bovana has created. It can be seen in many forms. From a fire, smoke ascends up into the sky. It has energy as its body, but has many forms. Such is the standard that Bovana has created. It has no weight and it does not face any impediments. He has excellent and white horses that are as fleet as the wind, where they are divine and a gift from Chitrarata, who in the footnote says is the king of Gandharvas. Even when some are killed, 100 will always remain. This was the boon that was granted earlier. The king, Yudhishthira, has large and ivory-colored horses yoked to his chariot, a match for his valor. In battle, Bhimasen has mounts that are as swift as the wind and have the hue of antelopes. Sahadeva has mounts with speckled bodies, with backs that have the color of partridges. In affection and delight, his brother Falguna gave them to him. These horses are superior to those of his brave brother, Madri's son, Nakula Ajamita, that was a full stop. So these heroes are superior to those of his brave brother. Madri's son, Nakula Ajamita, has supreme and bay horses that were given by the great Indra. They are equal to the wind in strength and speed, and they bear the brave one, like Indra, the slayer of Vritra. There are horses that are their equal in age and valor. They are well trained and have no equals in their speed. They bear Subhadra's son and Draupadi's sons. These are large horses that were given by the gods. Chapter 719, Part 56. Dhritarashtra said, O Sanjaya, whom else did you see assembled there to fight for the sake of the Pandavas against the army of my sons? Sanjay replied, I saw Krishna, the foremost of the Antakas and the Vrishnis, arrive, and Chekitana and Yuyudana Satyaki. These two Maharatas pride themselves on their manliness and have joined the Pandavas with one Akshohini each. The king of Panchala came, surrounded by one Akshohini and his 10 brave sons, Satyajit and the others, with Drishta, Yumna at the forefront. Drupada increased their fame, and they are protected by Shikhandi. He covered the bodies of all his soldiers. The footnote just says, presumably with armor. And the footnote, Virata arrived with his sons, Shankar and Uttara, with Suryadatta and the other brave ones, Madirashva leading the way. The Lord of the Earth was surrounded by his brothers and sons and joined the Parthas, surrounded by one Akshohini of soldiers. Jarasanda's son from Magadha and Drishtaketu, the king of Chedi, arrived, each followed and surrounded by one Akshohini. All the 5 brothers from Kekaya, with red standards, were surrounded by one Akshohini and joined the Pandavas. These are the numbers that I saw assembled there for the sake of the Pandavas and wishing to fight with the army of the sons of Dhritarashtra. The immensely intelligent Drishtadyumna is the army's general. He knows about the battle formations used by men, gods, Gandharvas, and Asuras. O king, Shikhandi has been given the task of killing Bhishma, Shantanu's son. He will be supported by Virata and warriors from Matsya. Powerful king of Madra has been assigned to the eldest son of Pandu. but there were some who held the view that the two are mismatched. Duryodhana with his sons and 100 brothers and the kings who have come from the east and the south are Bhimasen's share. It has been held that Arjuna's share is Vaikartana Karna, Ashvatam, Vikarna, and Jayadratha, the king of Sindhu. Partha Arjuna has also accepted as his share all those on earth who pride themselves on invincible. The 5 great archers, the princes from Kekaya, have accepted as their share the Kekayas who will fight in the battle. The Malavas, Shalvas, and Kekayas are part of their share too, as are the 2 foremost ones from Trigarta, who are Samshaptakas. All of Duryodhana's and Dushasana's sons have been accepted by Subhadra's son as his share, and also King Brihadbala. O descendant of the Bharata lineage, with Drishtadyumna at the forefront, the mighty archers who are Draupadi's sons, and have standards decorated with gold, will attack Drona. Chekitana wishes to fight Somadatta in a duel of chariots. Yuyadana wishes to fight with Kritavarma from the Bhoja lineage. Madri's brave son Sahadev, who roars in battle, has accepted his share, the task of killing your brother-in-law, the son of Subala. The deceitful Uluka and the masses of Sarasvatas have been thought of as the share of Nakula, Madri's son. O king, there are other kings who will fight in the battle. Just looking at how long this chapter is, quite a long chapter, isn't it? Well, there are other kings who will fight in the battle. The sons of Pandu have assigned them, depending on who challenges whom. This is the way in which the army has been divided into parts. You and your son must do whatever has to be done, swiftly. Dhritarashtra said, All my sons are stupid. They are deceitful gamblers, They are lost because they will have to fight the powerful Bhima in the forefront of the battle. All the kings of the earth have been assigned according to the dharma of time. They will enter the fire of Gandiva like insects entering a flame. I can see my enemy destroyed by those great souled ones who have been made enemies. In a battle, who will follow those who have been shattered by the Pandavas in a fight? All of them are brave Atiratas. And the footnote, an unrivaled warrior are Atiratas, whose valor is unlimited, greater than a Mahabharata. And a footnote. They are famous in their deeds and powerful. Each is equal in energy to the sun and the fire. They are victorious in battle. Yudhisthira is their leader, and they are protected by Madhusudana. Those two brave Pandavas, Savyasachi and Vrikodara, Nakula, Sahadeva, Parshata, Drishtajumna, Satyaki, Drupada, Drishtajumna's son, Uttamoja from Panchala, the invincible Yudhamanyu, Shikandi, Shatradeva, Virata's son Uttara, those from Kashi, Chedi and Matsya, all the Srinjayas, Virata's son Babru, the Panchalas, and the Prabhadrakas, from whom Indra himself cannot steal the earth if they are unwilling. All of these are brave ones who are steady in war. They can shatter the mountains. All these are powerful men who possess all the qualities. O Sanjaya, while I grieve, these are the ones my wicked sons wish to fight. Duryodhana said, I'll stop at the end of this chapter, and someone else can continue. Thanks. Please. Duryodhana said, both the sides come from the same lineage. Both the sides walk on earth. Why do you then think that only the Pandavas can be victorious? The grandfather, Drona, Kripa, the invincible Karna, Jayadratha, Somadatta, and Ashwatthama are extremely intelligent and great archers. Oh, father, forget the Pandavas. Even the immortals, led by Indra, are incapable of vanquishing them in a fight. Oh, father, the brave Pandavas are Aryas in conduct. They are like the fire, but the entire earth is on my side and against them. The Pandavas are incapable of even looking at my army. I am sufficiently powerful to challenge the Pandavas together with their sons in a battle. O descendant of the Bharata lineage, all these kings wish to do that which ensures me pleasure. They will restrain them like deer caught in a net. Through my great collection of chariots and net of arrows, the Panchalas and the Pandavas will be subjugated. Dhritarashtra said, O Sanjaya, my son is raving like a lunatic. He will not be able to vanquish Dharmaraj Yudhisthira in battle. Bhishma has always known how famous the great-souled Pandavas are. Their knowledge of Dharma and their strength, together with that of their sons. That is the reason I do not wish to fight with those great-souled ones. O Sanjaya, but tell me again about their efforts. Who is igniting the swift Pandavas? They are great and flaming archers. Who is offering oblations into those who are like fire? Sanjaya said, O descendant of the Bharata lineage, Drishtajumna always incites them and says, O supreme among the Bharata lineage, fight and do not be frightened of the war. There are kings who have surrounded Dhritarashtra's son and will assemble in that tumultuous battle like a lake of armor. Those angry ones will gather for that battle with their followers. I alone will devour them, like a whale devours fish in the ocean. I will restrain Bhishma, Drona, Kripa, Karna, Drona's son, Shalya, and Suyodhana, just as the shoreline restrains the abode of the sharks. When he spoke in this way, King Yudhisthira, with Dharma in his soul, told him, The Panchalas and the Pandavas together depend on your fortitude and valor in this war. Save all of us in this battle. Almighty Armed One, I know that you are always established in the Dharma of Kshatriyas. You are alone capable of countering the belligerent Kauravas. O scorcher of enemies, whatever you decide will be for our welfare. There are those who are shattered and running away from the field of battle. Seek refuge. It is better to purchase a man who stands his ground and shows his valor and manliness than 1,000 of those others. You know that policy, O bull among men. You are courageous. You are brave. You are valorous. There is no doubt that you are the savior of those who are frightened in battle. When Kaunteya Yudhisthira, with Dharma in his soul, spoke these words, without any fear, Drishta Dumna addressed me in this way. O Sutta, tell all those who have come as Duryodhana's warriors from different countries, Balakas, Kurus who are descended from Pratibha's lineage, the Sharadvats, the son of the Sutta, Drona and his son, Jayadratha, Dushasana, Yukarna, King Duryodhana and Bhishma, without any delay, go swiftly and tell them this. It is best that you come to peace with Yudhisthira. Otherwise, Arjuna, protected by the gods, will kill you. Swiftly give Pandava, the brave one in the world, what he wants. There is no warrior on earth who is Savyasachi, Pandava's equal. He is supreme in the use of weapons in the proper way. The celestial chariot of the wielder of the Gandiva is protected by the gods. No man can defeat him. Do not even think about fighting against him.
Great, isn't it? Dina, you know where we're up to? It's section LV I.
Aye.
I.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naracheva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Utojayam Mudhirayat. Dhritarashtra said, Yudhisthira, the son of Pandu, is endued with Kshatriya energy and leadeth the brahmacharya mode of life from his very youth. Alas, can Madan, you want to mute your mic? You can hear the pages moving. Alas, with him these foolish sons of mine desire to fight, disregarding me, that I am thus bewailing. I ask thee, O Duryodhana, O foremost of the Bharat race, desist from hostility. O chastiser of foes, under any circumstances war is never applauded. Half the earth is quite enough for the maintenance of thyself and all thy followers. Give back unto the sons of Pandu, O chastiser of foes, their proper share. All the Kauravas deem just this to be consistent with justice, that thou shouldst make peace with the high-souled sons of Pandu. Reflect thus, O son, and thou wilt find that this thy army is for thy own death. Thou understandest not this from thy own folly. I myself do not desire war, nor Varika, nor Bhishma, nor Drona, nor Ashwatthama, nor Sanjaya, nor Samadatta, nor Salya, nor Kripa, nor Satyavrat, nor Purumitra, or the Burishravas. In fact, none of these desireth war. Indeed, those warriors upon whom the Kauravas, when afflicted by the foe, will have to rely, do not approve of the war. O child, let that be acceptable to thee. Alas, thou dost not seek it of thy own will, but it is Karna and the evil-minded Dushasana and Sakuni, the son of Subala, that are leading thee to it. Duryodhana said, I challenge the Pandavas to battle without depending upon thyself, Drona, or Ashwatthama, or Sanjaya, or Vikana, or Kamboj, or Kripa, or Valika, or Satyavrat, Purumitra, Burishravas, or others of thy party. But, O bull among men, only myself and Kana, O sire, are prepared to celebrate the sacrifice of battle with all the necessary rites, making Yudhisthira the victim. In that sacrifice, my car will be the altar, my sword will be the smaller ladle, my mace the larger one for pouring oblations. My coat of mail will be assembly of spectators, my 4 steeds will be the officiating priests, my arrows will be the blades of kusha grass, and fame will be the clarified butter. O King, performing in our honor of Yama such a sacrifice in battle, the ingredients of which will all be furnished by ourselves, we will return victoriously, covered with glory after slaying our foes. 3 of us, O sire, myself and Karna, and my brother Dushashana, will slay the Pandavas in battle. Either I, slaying the Pandavas, will sway this earth, or the sons of Pandu, having slain me, will enjoy this earth. O King, O thou of unfading glory, I would sacrifice my life, kingdom, wealth, and everything, but would not be able to live side by side with the Pandavas. O venerable one, I will not surrender to the Pandavas even that much of land which may be covered by the sharp point of a needle. Dhritarashtra said, I now abandon Duryodhana forever. I nevertheless grieve for all of you, ye kings that will follow this fool who is about to proceed to Yama's abode. Like tigers among a herd of deer, those foremost of smiters, the sons of Pandu, will smite down your principal leaders assembled for battle. Methinks the Bharat host, like a helpless woman, will be afflicted and crushed and hurled to a distance by Yuyudhana of long arms, adding to the strength of Yudhisthira's army, which without him was already sufficient. Saine's son will take up his stand on the field of battle and scatter his arrows like seeds on a cultivated field. And Bhimashen will take up his position in the very van of the combatants, and all his soldiers will fearlessly stand in his rear as behind a rampart. Indeed, when thou, O Duryodhana, wilt behold elephants, huge as hills, prostrated on the ground with their tusks disabled, their temples crushed, and bodies dyed with gore. In fact, when thou wilt see them lying on the battlefield, like riven hills, then, afraid of a clash with him, thou wilt remember these my words. Beholding thy host, consisting of cars, steeds, and elephants, consumed by Bhimashen, and presenting the spectacle of a widespread conflagration's tract, thou wilt remember these my words. If ye do not make peace with the Pandavas, overwhelming calamity will be yours. Slain by Bhimashen with his mace, ye will rest in peace. Indeed, when thou wilt see the Kuru host levelled to the ground by Bhima, like a large forest, torn up by the roots, then thou wilt remember these my words. Vaishampayana continued. Having said this unto all those rulers of the earth, the king, addressing Sanjaya again, asked him as follows. Next section. Just now coming. Dhritarashtra said, Tell me, O thou of great wisdom, this is next section, sorry, L1X. Dhritarashtra said, "Tell me, O thou of great wisdom, what high-souled Vasudeva and Dhananjaya said. I am anxious to hear from thee all about this." Sanjaya said, "Listen, O king, as I tell thee the state in which I found Krishna and Dhananjaya. I will also, O Bharat, tell thee what those heroes said. O king, with looks bent down and hands joined together, and with senses well restrained, I entered the inner apartments for conferring with those gods among men. Neither Abhimanyu nor the twins can repair to that place where are the two Krishnas and Draupadi and Lady Satyabhama. There I beheld those chastisers of foes, exhilarated with basia wine, their bodies adorned with garlands of flowers. Attired in excellent robes and adorned with celestial ornaments, they sat on golden dais, decked with numerous gems and covered over with carpets of diverse texture and hue. And I beheld Keshava's feet resting upon Arjuna's lap, while those of the high-souled Arjuna rested upon the laps of Krishna and Satyabhama. Partha then pointed out to me, for a seat, a footstool made of gold. Touching it with my hand, I seated myself down on the ground, and when he withdrew his feet from the footstool, I beheld auspicious marks, both sides of his soles. Those consisted of two longitudinal lines running from heels to foretoe. O sire, endued with black complexions, of high statures, and erect like salad trunks, beholding those youthful heroes both seated on the same seat, a great fear seized me. They seemed to me to be Indra and Vishnu seated together, though Duryodhana, of dull sense know it, of no consequence, of his reliance on Drona and Bhishma, and on the loud vaunts of Karna. That very moment I was convinced that the wishes of Yudhisthira the just, who had those two for obeying his orders, were certain to succeed. Being hospitably entertained with food and drink, and honoured with other courtesies, I conveyed to them thy message, placing my joined hands on my head. Then Partha, removing Keshava's auspicious foot from his lap, with his hand scarred by the flappings of the bowstring, urged him to speak. Sitting up erect, like Indra's banner, adorned with every ornament, and resembling Indra himself in energy, Krishna then addressed me. And the words which that best of speakers said were sweet, charming, and mild, though awful and alarming to the son of Dhritarashtra. Indeed, the words uttered by Krishna, who alone is fit to speak, were of correct emphasis and accent, and pregnant with meaning, though heart-rending in the end. And Vasudeva said, "O Sanjaya, say thou these words unto the wise Dhritarashtra, and in the hearing of that foremost of the Kurus, Bhishma, and also Drona, having first saluted at our request, O Suta, all the aged ones, and hawing inquired after the welfare of the younger ones. Do ye celebrate diverse sacrifices, making presents unto the Brahmanas, and rejoice with your sons and wives, for a great danger threatens ye? Do ye give away wealth unto deserving persons, beget desirable sons, and do agreeable offices to those that are dear to thee? For King Yudhisthira is eager for victory. While I was at a distance, Krishna with tears addressing me said, that debt, accumulating with time, hath not been paid off by me. Yea, have provoked hostilities with that Savyasachin, who hath for his bow the invincible Gandiva of fiery energy, and who hath me for his helpmate. Who, even if he were Purandara himself, would challenge Partha, having me for his helpmate, unless, of course, his span of life were full. He that is capable of vanquishing Arjuna in battle is, indeed, able to uphold the earth with his two arms, to consume all created things in anger, and hurl the celestials from heaven. Among the celestials, asuras and men, among yakshas, gandharvas and nagas, I do not find the person that can encounter Arjuna in battle. That wonderful story which is heard of, an encounter in the city of Virat between a single person on one side and innumerable warriors on the other side, is sufficient proof of this, that ye all fled in all directions, being rooted in the city of Virat by that son of Pandu, singly is sufficient proof of this. Might, prowess, energy, speed, lightness of hand, infatigableness, and patience are not to be found in anyone else save Partha. Thus spoke Rishikesha, cheering up Partha by his words and roaring like rain-charged clouds in the firmament. Having heard these words of Keshava, the diadem-decked Arjuna of white steeds also spoke to the same effect. How prophetic. I'll carry on. I have to open up the next page. Oh, no internet. Bugging me. Krishna. Someone else want to take on?
Madan, why don't you carry on?
Yeah.
Shall I read from Ganguli's?
Yeah.
Anything you like.
Ganguli's is nice because it's quite a prophetic scene, kind of.
Your lighting is really good, Gina. That's a good one. You got it. It looks
Oh.
really good. No, it's good. It's got atmosphere.
What is it? Section LX 60. Okay. Vaishampayana said, having heard these words of Sanjaya, the monarch, endued with the eye of wisdom, took that speech into his consideration as regards its merits and demerits, and having counted in detail the merits and demerits as far as he could, and having exactly ascertained the strength and weakness of both parties, the learned and intelligent king, ever desirous of victory to his sons, then began to compare the powers of both sides. And having at last ascertained that the Pandavas were endued with strength and energy, both human and divine, and that the Kurus were much weaker, Dhritarashtra said unto Duryodhana, this anxiety, O Duryodhana, always filleth me. Indeed, it doth not leave me. Truly, it seemeth that I behold it with my eye. This conviction is not a matter of inference. All created beings show great affection for their offsprings, and do to the best of their power what is agreeable and beneficial to them. This is generally to be seen also in the case of benefactors. They that are good always desire to return the good done to them, and to do what is highly agreeable to their benefactors. Remembering what was done to him, to Kandava, Agni will no doubt render aid to Arjuna in his terrible encounter between the Kurus and the Pandavas. And from parental affection, Dharma and other celestials duly invoked will come together to aid the Pandavas. I think that to save them from Bhishma and Drona and Kripa, the celestials will be filled with wrath, resembling the thunderbolt in its effects. Endued with energy and well versed in the use of weapons, those tigers among men, the sons of Pritha, when united with the celestials, will be incapable of being even gazed upon by human warriors. He who hath the irresistible, excellent, and celestial Gandiva for his bow, he who hath a couple of celestial quivers obtained from Varuna, large, full of shafts, and inexhaustible, He on whose banner that is unobstructed like smoke in its action is stationed the monkey image of celestial origin, whose car is unequalled on the earth, girt by the four seas, and the rattle of which is as heard by men is like the roar of the clouds, and which, like the rolling of thunder, frightens the foe. He whom the whole world regards as superhuman in energy, he whom all the kings of the earth know to be the vanquisher of the very gods in battle, he that taketh up 500 arrows at a time, and in the twinkling of the eye shooteth them, unseen by other, to a great distance, that son of Prita, and tiger among car warriors, and chastiser of foes, whom Bhishma and Drona and Kripa and Drona's son and Salya, the king of Madras, and in fact all impartial persons regard as incapable of being vanquished even by even earthly kings of superhuman prowess, when ready for the fight, who shooteth at one stretch full 500 arrows, and who is equal unto Kartavirya in strength of arms, that great bowman Arjuna, equal to Indra or Upendra in prowess. I behold that great warrior committing a great havoc in this terrible battle. O Bharata, reflecting day and night on this, I am unhappy and sleepless, through anxiety for the welfare of the Kurus. A terrible destruction is about to overtake the Kurus if there is nothing but peace for ending the quarrel. I am for peace with the Parthas and not for war. O child, I always deem the Pandavas mightier than the Kurus. Section LXI. Vaishampayana said, hearing these words of his father, the passionate son of Dhritarashtra, inflamed with great wrath, again said these words. Thou thinkest the Parthas, having the Celestials for their allies, are incapable of being vanquished. Let this thy fear, O best of kings, be dispelled. The gods attained to their divinity for absence of desire, of envy, of covetousness, and of enmity, as also for their indifference to all worldly affairs. Formerly, Dvaipayana Vyasa and Narada of great ascetic austerities, and Rama, the son of Jamadagni, told us this. The gods never like human beings engage in work, O bull among the Bharata race, from desire or wrath or covetousness or envy. Indeed, if Agni or Vayu or Dharma or Indra or the Ashwins had ever engaged themselves in works from worldly desire, then the sons of Pritha could never have fallen into distress. Do not, therefore, by any means indulge in such anxiety, because the gods, O Bharata, always set their eyes on affairs worthy of themselves. If, however, envy or lust become noticeable in the gods in consequence of their yielding to desire, then, according to what has been ordained by the gods themselves, such envy or lust can never prevail. Charmed by me, Agni will be instantly extinguished, even if he blazes up all around for consuming all creatures. The energy with which the gods are endued is indeed great, but know, O Bharata, that mine is greater than that of the gods. If the earth herself cleaves in twain, or mountain crests split, I can reunite them, O king, by my incantations before the eyes of all. If for the destruction of this universe of animate and inanimate, mobile and immobile creatures, there happeneth a terrific tempest or stony shower of loud roar, I can always, from compassion for created beings, stop it before the eyes of all. When the waters are solidified by me, Even cars and infantry can move over them. It is I who set a-going all the affairs of both gods and asuras. Unto whatever countries I go with my Oxohimis, on any mission my steeds move whithersoever I desire. Within my dominions there are no fearful snakes, and protected by my incantations, creatures within my territories are never injured by others that are frightful. The very clouds, O king, pour, as regards those dwelling in my dominions, showers as much as they desire, and when they desire. All my subjects, again, are devoted to religion, and are never subject to calamities of seas. The Ashwins, Vayu, Agni, Indra with the Maruts, and Dharma will not venture to protect my foes. If these had been able to protect by their might my adversaries, never would the sons of Pritha have fallen into such distress for 3 and 10 years. I tell thee truly that neither gods, nor Gandharvas, nor Asuras, nor Rakshasas are capable of saving him who hath incurred my displeasure. I have never before been baffled as regards the reward to punishment that I intended to bestow or inflict on friend or foe. If ever, O repressor of foes, I said, this is to be, that hath always been. People, therefore, have always known me to be a speaker of truth. All persons can bear witness to my greatness, the fame of which hath spread all around. I mention this, O king, for thy information, and not from pride. Never had I, O king, praised myself before, for to praise one's own self is mean. Thou wilt hear the defeat of the Pandavas and the Matsyas, the Panchalas and the Kekayas, of Satyaki and Vasudeva at my hands. Indeed, as rivers on entering the ocean are entirely lost in it, so the Pandavas with all their followers on approaching me will be annihilated. My intelligence is superior, my energy is superior, my prowess is superior, my knowledge is superior, my resources are superior by far to those of the Pandavas. Whatever knowledge of weapons is in the grandsire, in Drona and Kripa and Salya exist in me as well. Having said these words, O Partha, Duryodhana, that repressor of foes, again asked Sanjaya in order to ascertain the proceedings of Yudhisthira bent on war. Maybe Kana want to do last 10 minutes?
Yeah, I don't mind. What page is it?
Okay, so it's, bear with me. It's going to be section 61, I think, page 339.
Okay, 724.
Yeah.
Okay. Hari Om. Vaishampayana said, disregarding Vitratravirya's son, who kept reflecting on the Parthas, Karna addressed Dhritarashtra's son in the assembly of Kauravas so as to cheer him up. So this is Karna addressing Dhritarashtra's son Duryodhana now.
Yeah, I said there, ignoring what was just said. He doesn't, although Dhritarashtra is there, he ignores him and directly speaks to Duryodhana.
Ah. In earlier times, when Rama found that I had obtained the Brahmastra weapon from him under false pretenses, he told me, when your end has come, it will not appear before you. The Maharishi possessed fierce energy and was capable of burning up the entire earth, along with her oceans. I had committed a grave crime, but even when the Maharishi imposed that grave curse, He did it pleasantly. Because of my servitude and manliness, his mind was gratified by me. I still possess the weapon, and I still have some life left. Therefore, the burden is mine, and I am capable of bearing it. Through the favors of the Rishi, I will kill the Panchalas, the Karushas, and the Matsyas in an instant. I will kill the Parthas with their sons and grandsons. I will give you the worlds I will obtain with my weapons. Let grandfather Bhishma, Drona, and all the foremost among kings stay with you. I will go with the best soldiers and kill the Parthas. That is my burden. While he was saying this, Bhishma responded, What are you saying? Your intelligence has been numbed by destiny. O Karna, do you not know that once the foremost ones have been killed, Dhritarashtra's sons will be dead? With Krishna as his second, Dhananjaya burnt down Kandava. Hearing about that should be sufficient to restrain your soul and those of your relatives. The great-souled, illustrious and great Indra, the lord of the 30 gods, bestowed a spear on you. In battle, you will see it shattered and reduced to ashes, struck down by Keshava's chakra. There is a radiant arrow with the mouth of a serpent. Footnote here for that is, the serpent Ashvasena survived the conflagration in Kandava. To wreak vengeance on Arjuna, he hid himself in the tip of an arrow that Karna would use in battle. You have always, end of footnote, you have always honored and protected it with the best of garlands. It will be struck by the arrows of Pandu's sons. O Karna, together with you, it will be destroyed. O Karna, Vasudeva, who killed Vanna and Bhaumya, himself protects Kiriti. In tumultuous battles, he has killed many enemies who are your equal and superior. Karna said, There is no doubt that the great-souled lord of the Vrishnis is as you have described him, and even greater. But let me respond to the harsh words that the grandfather has spoken. Let him listen to the consequences. The grandfather will see me in the assembly hall, but not in the war. But until he has obtained peace, I will lay down my weapons, and all the kings of the earth will not witness my power. It says here in the footnote, as regards to that, Karna will not fight until Bhishma has fallen. This is what Karna is saying. End of footnote. The great archer spoke in this way. He left the assembly hall and went to his own residence. O king, amidst the Kurus, Bhishma laughed and told Duryodhana, The son of a suitor is sworn to the truth. How will he now discharge his burden? He will witness battle formations and counter battle formations, and heads shattered, as there is a destruction of the world by Bhimasen. While Avanti, Kalinga, Jayadratha, Balika, and Vedidvaja are stationed, I will kill thousands and tens of thousands of enemy soldiers. So that's Bhishma quoting Karna's promise. When he through deceit, proclaiming himself to be a Brahmana, Vaikartana, the worst of men, destroyed his dharma and his austerities. When Bhishma, Indra among kings, had spoken, and Karna had departed after laying down his weapons, Duryodhana, Vichitravirya's foolish descendant, spoke to Shantanu's son. Shall I stop there? Or shall I push?
There's time for another one. There's time to do the next chapter.
You were just
Okay.
in the flow. You don't stop there. You were a bit more, yeah.
All right, chapter 725, part 62.
Then stop after that one.
Duryodhana said, all the Parters have been born like other men. Why do you think that they alone can be victorious? All of us have been born in the same way. All of us are from human wombs. Oh, grandfather, how do you know that the Parters will be victorious? For victory, I do not depend on you, or Drona, Kripa, and Palika, or the other Indras among men. I, Vaikartana Karna, and my brother Dushasana will kill the 5 Pandavas in battle with sharp arrows. O king, I will then perform a great sacrifice and offer a large quantity of stipends. I will satisfy the Brahmanas with cattle, horses, and riches. Vidura replied, O son, we have heard the aged ones tell us the story of a fowler who spread his net out on the ground to catch birds. 2 equally strong birds were captured in that net, but they grasped the net and took to the sky. When the fowler saw them rise up into the sky, he did not lose his senses, but dashed after them. There was a sage in a hermitage, and he had finished his ablutions when he saw the fowler running after the birds that he was trying to catch. They were in the sky, and he was swiftly following them on the ground. O Kauravya, the sage then addressed him with this shloka. O hunter, it seems to me extraordinary that with your feet on the ground you are chasing those in the sky. The fowler replied, together these 2 are carrying my net away, but once they begin to quarrel, they will come under my control. Doomed to die, the birds began to quarrel. When they quarreled, the stupid ones fell down on the ground. Ensnared by the noose of death, they began to fight ferociously with each other. Undetected, the fowler approached them and caught them. In a similar way, relatives who fight over possessions are overcome by their enemies, like those birds. Relatives should eat together, converse together, ask about each other, and assemble together. They should never quarrel. As long as they serve their elders with excellent intentions, they are as invisible as a forest protected by lions. Oh, bull among the Bharata lineage, but those who have obtained extensive prosperity, but continue to remain mean, hand over their riches to those who hate them. O son of Dhritarashtra, O bull among the Bharata lineage, relatives are like kindling that smoke when separated, but when they are together, they blaze away. I will tell you about something that I once saw on a mountain. O Kauravya, when you have heard this, do what you think is best. Together with Kiratas and Brahmanas, the equals of the gods who were learned in incantations and medicines, we once traveled to the North Mountains. We went to Mount Gandhamadana, which is like a grove. It was lit up with a large quantity of herbs and was frequented by siddhas and gandharvas. All of us saw some yellow honey there, but it didn't come from bees. It was placed in an uneven mountainous crevice and was as large as the amount a pot can hold. This was Kubera's favorite drink and was guarded by virulent serpents. On drinking it, a mortal man becomes immortal. One without sight gets his eyesight back. One who is aged becomes young. This is what those Brahmanas, conversant with herbs, told us. O Lord of the earth! When the Kiratas saw it, they wished to grasp it. They were destroyed in that mountainous cavern that was full of snakes. In that way, this son of yours wishes for the earth alone. Because of his delusion, he sees the honey, but does not see the downfall. Duryodhana wishes to fight with Sabyasachi in battle, but I do not see that he possesses the requisite energy and valor. On a single chariot, he conquered the entire earth. That's Arjuna. Patiently, that brave one is looking towards you and is waiting. Drupada, king of the Matsyas, and an enraged Dhananjaya will be like fires fanned by the wind and will leave no remnants in battle. O Dhritarashtra, take King Yudhisthira on your lap. When two sides fight in battle, there is no clear victory for either side. Jai.
Jai Shri Krishna. Mathura, you can stop the recording if you like.
Okay, carry on.